individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families.
So this next story hits close to home as someone who is a former gambling addict. So the FBI has indicted over 30 people in Operation Nothing But Net, as it's being called, and Operation Royal Flush, exposing mafia-linked schemes that exploited NBA insider information into illegal betting. Losses included $7 million for poker and tens of millions for sports betting. So we're talking about shaving points off of professional basketball games. High-profile arrests included Chauncey Billups, Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, and Damon Jones. This really hurts because I was a huge Detroit Pistons fan, and Chauncey Billups was my favorite player ever. Here's Chauncey after being arrested. Play clip. Rozier and others allegedly leaked confidential information including player injuries to organized crime groups for betting advantages. Wow. These families included the Gambinos, the Genovese, the Lucchese, and the Colombos. So we're talking about 4 out of the 5 major crime families. Now, I do not think this is exclusive to the NBA. They're just the ones that got caught. This kind of illicit activity happens in all sports, both at the professional and at the collegiate levels. So I'm going to take a different approach here. I'm going to dive into what compels someone to engage in this kind of activity. Reason number 1, human nature. So the general consensus is they're millionaires, they're celebrities, they've got it all. But remember this quote, the flesh is never satisfied. You make $1 million, you want 10. You make 10 million, you want $1 billion. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's just, but it's human nature to always want more, especially with men. Reason number 2, as noted, the mafia is involved. As someone who's a former gambling addict, I can tell you firsthand, gambling is the worst addiction. I've destroyed relationships, I've borrowed money that I couldn't pay back, I borrowed money from banks. It still hurts me to this day. Now, I was never involved with the mafia or any kind of higher up bookies, but I do understand. So you get into debt with the mafia, we're talking about life and death here. We're talking about the endangerment of your own family. Once again, not just, but understandable. Now look, these are all allegations. I'm not going to come to any kind of conclusion after one day. But it's serious. And as I said, I'm sure there's plenty more people involved. We have to let the justice system play itself out, let the FBI do their job, and if found guilty, may they be punished accordingly.